Hi friends, today I'm going to introduce you to a water irrigation system which is purchased from Amazon, and this is called RainPoint. It's a smart irrigation expert device, and it is on www.rainpointus.com. The device is basically like for any indoor plant irrigation. We can use this device. So that is what I am going to introduce all of you to today. And why I am going to do that is like we have some indoor plants and we want to water all the plants in our home. So to irrigate, to water these plants, we want to use this particular device. So that is what we are going to do. So now I am going to unbox this, and I have already unboxed this product. So when you unbox this product, you see few things. One is you get a manual. The manual is pretty decent. It has most of the details that you want to assemble this particular irrigation system. So this is one manual, and this is a timer. So what we have inside this things is like we have a water pump. So this is a water pump that we have, which is a water pump timer that we have inside this. There is a tubing. There is a tubing, 1x4-inch tubing for 10 meters, 10-meter long tubing, and we have the micro drip emitter. This is a micro drip emitter which we can put it on the plants, and I see the count of this thing is like almost 10 pieces, which means I can water almost 10 plants. That is the purpose of this one. And I have the cross and the T connectors inside this. So there is a cross connector and there is a T connector. So this is kind of a T connector, and this is a cross connector, where I can connect 4 different endpoints. And there is one more thing which is called filter. So this is something that we can use inside our the bucket where I want to fill the water, right? So if I want to filter that water, I can use this. So this also is, I think it is having like 10 pieces, so which means we should no, it is yeah, the T fitting is 10 pieces, and the cross fitting, the cross one is, we have only 3 pieces, and there are straight bar fitting, which is 3 pieces, and tubing end cap there is 3 pieces, and the filter, this is 1 filter. So that is what we have, all the devices inside this. One thing that you need to understand is this particular device can be operated using an USB port and also using battery. Both the USB cable and the battery is not included in this device, so you will have to be clear on that. So you should put a I think the battery that we should be using in this is a AA battery, I believe. It is USB, and it is this one, and it is AA battery, I believe. So yeah, I think it is a AA battery, so you can use that, which is not included, but you can use it. I have already used the battery, so you can put, there is a 4 battery that you can put inside this, so you can use I prefer using batteries now for now to experiment all these things, and maybe later I can look at using a USB port, USB cable, so that I can use it for like a longer term without wasting the battery, which may be only for a short duration. So that is what I am trying to do. Let's see how it goes. So now I will start assembling few things and then continue with the rest of the video. So what we need was a bucket to hold water. So basically how this pump works is like it takes water from this bucket and it will be pumped into any number of pots, plant that you want to water. So in this device, this pump timer, there are 2 ports. one on the upper one is for connecting it to the bucket, and I have put this particular tube here, and this tube up to one end of the tube I have connected the filter, and the other end I connected to the timer, and this goes into this one. And on the other end of this connector, I connected to another tube so that I can test this first and then see how it works. And this particular timer can be easily held to this particular bucket like this, so that it will always be like this. So the water from this particular bucket gets into this particular slot, and then it pumps the water into this particular small bucket that I have kept here. So we are going to test this. One thing that I want to tell is what are the things that we can configure here is how long you want this water to be pumped, right? How long do you want water to be pumped? Second is how often. It is nothing but the duration, like you want it that particular it can be configured like how long is like nothing but 6 seconds to 30 minutes you can configure here. So that means you can pump water for 30 minutes, and that 30 maximum of 30 minutes. And how long, how often, it's like you can do it like 1 hour or to 20, like for the whole 24 hours, and you can also say 1 day or till 7 days. So you can configure like that, so it will be scheduled on that particular time. And there is a configuration of delay, like you can say how much delay of the water plant you need to do, that after the this one how many times you want to put a delay, and it will also show you what is the remaining time for the pump. And everything is configured using this OK button. When you press OK, it will go to the how long, and if you, and then here is an up arrow and down arrow on this particular thing, so that you can increase or decrease the timing. So if you say how long, 10 seconds, you can increase it to 11, 12 and so on. And if you can want to reduce, you can reduce it as well. It is 10 seconds, and then you can press again and it will go to how often, which is like it is given 12 hours. That is a configuration. Now I can change that to whatever I want. I can put it to like 7 days or whatever you want. And after how long, how often, and there is a delay as well. You can even say how many delay that you want to keep after the pump is watering is done. So those are the settings that you want. And if you want to manually see whether the pump is working, you have to hold on to this OK button for some time. Then it will start taking the water and pouring it to all the plants. So now what I am going to do is just to see. Now I have configured, if you see how often, how long is 10 seconds. So basically it will water for 10 seconds. So I'm going to check now is how often the watering, if it is 10 seconds, how much water is getting taken from this bucket to this small cup. That's what I'm going to see. And it's kind of more of an experiment that I'm first trying to see how much water is getting pumped for 10 seconds. So I'm just holding this OK button for some time, and you will see. So now it started watering. So it so this is almost like 4 ounces of water that you got for 10 seconds. Is it 10 seconds? Or I think, I don't know, it says 20 seconds, but the watering is happening very nicely. You are getting the water for like 4 ounces of water for 10 to 20 seconds. That's what I got to see from this, but it is good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect rest of the tubes and then put it onto each of these plants. I have like 3 money plant here, and I'm planning to use it for all the 3 plants. and there are more plants out there, so I will be bringing all those plants and connecting everything, and finally I will show you how the final result is. I will then take a video of that. So I have done the connection of all the tubes and with the plants and to the timer. So so as I mentioned before, I have the timer connected to the bucket. I have 5 plants connected now to all of this connected to this timer. So we have like 3 money plants and 2 other plants, indoor plants, which I have connected now. So let's see how it goes. So I'm going to press this button manually to see how it works. So it is started. Let's see. The water is going through all the plants. So it's almost 10 seconds, I think, 10 to 20 seconds. Need to ensure that the plants are properly connected, otherwise it will go out. So we need to check on that later. But looks like all the plants got some water. We need to see how we can increase the timing as well. So as of now, things looks good. The irrigation system is really good, and I liked it. I'm going to experiment this for another 1 more week to see how the water is getting to all these plants by setting it for on a weekly basis. As of now, everything looks good. I like this product. If you like this video, like, subscribe and share.